So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's fabulous. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kvaratskhelia is offering a right smile there.
Pacho. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's lost his man here. He's through and shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Vitinha. Pacho. And it's Vitinha. Now Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia. Sunset did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hernandez. And it's Vitinha. And Marquinhos. Vitinha. Pacho. Here's Vitinha. And it's Neves. Marquinhos. And it's Neves. Zaire Emery. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Neves. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now Hernandez. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Vitinha. Pacho. Here's Vitinha. And it's Neves. He's going for goal! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Lee Kang-in. Now Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Lee Kang-in. Played back. And it's Ruiz. Here's Vitinha. And the pass is intercepted. So it is still 0-0. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Ruiz. Nico Williams. And now the breakaway. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lee Kang-in. Now it's crossed into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just...
Big header! Now it's... There's the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Pacho. Marquinhos. And it's Zaire Emery. That's Lee Kang-in. Vitinha. And he's forced to go back. Now Hernandez. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. And it's Neves. And here's Ruiz. Pinches it off him. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pacho. Hernandez. Pacho. And it's Vitinha. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And Marquinhos. And it's Vitinha. Played out to the left flank. Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Marcó en el minuto 27 el dorsal 7.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Great vision. Gives it back. Fabian Ruiz. Can he spark a counter here? Kvaratskhelia looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. Delivers the ball. Paredes is there and he can get that clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Obrigado is wide and looking to get onto this. Now this could be a chance. Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Doué. And it's Ruiz. João Neves. Zaire Emery. And it's Neves. Here's Vitinha. Opts for safety. Pacho. And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz stood his ground strongly. Knocks it into space. Caught offside that time. Marquinhos. Pacho. And Zaire Emery. And it's Neves. Marquinhos. Here's Vitinha. And here's Zaire Emery. Vitinha. And it's Ruiz.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Aimed in towards the centre. And that should get the job done. João Neves looking to penetrate opposition lines. Spread it left. Doué. Now there's a fine ball. It's anyone's ball now. And it's Zaire Emery. Look at the space, takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! Now it's Guruzeta. Sunset. Now it's Williams. Now it's Sunset. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Doué running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bilbao are looking to break at pace. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lee Kang-in. And Doué. Fabian Ruiz. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Can he get away here? João Neves.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Zaire Emery picks it up out wide. Throw in. João Neves. And here's Lee Kang-in. Vitinha. And it's Neves. Now it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Vitinha. He's looking wide. Jaureguisa. Lee Kang-in. Here's Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Knocks it out wide. And it's Vitinha. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Vitinha clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Doué. It's a good ball out wide. Pass is just off target. Ruiz de Galarreta. Guruceta might just make this. Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Lee Kang-in. That is lovely. Paris Saint-Germain just about have their no chance! And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Doué. Sunset. And here's Guruceta. Lee Kang-in. Now it's Zaire Emery. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Zaire Emery crosses it in. Danny Vivian can get it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Williams. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 15.601
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
João Neves. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Lee Kang-in. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Zaire Emery. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. He gets big! No, not the best of headers. Tries to play it through. Kvaratskhelia is in a really good position out wide. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Williams. Can he get on the end of this?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And that has been clubbed away. And it's Jaureguisa. Ruiz de Galarreta. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross from Yuri. Hernandez with the clearance.
That's going in strongly.
Can he finish? And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Hernandez. Pacho. And it's Marquinhos. Here's Vitinha. Hernandez. Pacho.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
He's gone away. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming. He has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hernandez. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Berenguer. Hernandez. Pacho. And it's Vitinha. Ball played for Dembele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Williams. And he's managed to get free. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Berenguer plays it short. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played into the box. And that has been cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ah, he's given it away. He's beaten the last man. Dembele couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Dembele. It's Dembele! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Bilbao can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's searching through. Out to the left it goes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nico Williams tries a cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He has found a way through. Danny Vivian did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Neves. Zaire Emery. Vitinha. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Gomez. And he's been shifted off it. Nico Williams was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's found a way through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Lee Kang-in. 5 minutes left on the clock. He's tried one! Oh, that was venomous.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18.
Bilbao making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Veshka. Oh, this looks sharp. Zaire Emery calmly anticipates.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's forced to go back. Paris Saint-Germain close now to seeing this one through to the end. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's nice. Turns and goes back. João Neves. Looking for options for movement.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Guruzeta. Now it's Berenguer.
That's good play from him.
Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Swept in. Gomez! João Neves. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Kvaratskhelia voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character.